Why is the Vatican interested in things in space? They have observatories, scientists, and good ones, astronomers. Well, we're going to talk with one of them in a moment, Brother Guy Consolmagno. Let's go back to the Vatican Observatory. How many people, specifically where you are in Tucson, how many people are out there?
In Tucson, there is a group of 7 astronomers, and I'm not one of that 7 because I'm associated with the group in Rome. But there are 7 astronomers at in the Tucson group, and they do astronomy ranging from galaxies to stellar populations within our own galaxy, our own collection of 200 billion stars.
Are all 7 specialists in certain areas?
Exactly. Everybody comes to the observatory with his own specialty. And, of course, science is not done alone. You do it with colleagues. You do it with collaborators. And so every one of these people has a series of collaborators, men and women, at other institutions, at other universities, a lot right here at the University of Arizona, who are partners with us at the Vatican Observatory. And in this way, it's not just the dozen of us all around the world, but it's 100 people who collaborate with the dozen of us. So it's actually, a fairly influential organization by the time you're done.
Are the 7 all priests, brothers, nuns, or just a mixture of everybody on there?
They're all Jesuit priests. One guy's a brother, so all priests are brothers.
Okay.
And the fact that we're all Jesuits means that we all can live together in the same house under the same rules, and, we all understand who's responsible for doing what, and who at the end of the day is the boss of the house, and how he got to be boss.
And with your work, what do you do with it? I mean, when you do what they do every day?
At the end of the day, our colleagues and I get together. We decide, when we've collected enough data, that we've got a story to tell. That we were looking at this particular object, we noticed these things. It fits into what everybody else is doing in the following ways. And then we write up that story. And it just is like a story. It's got a plot, it's got a setting, it's got a climax, it's got conclusions, sort of like, this is a denouement, this is what it all means. You write this up as a paper, and you send it to a journal, a scientific journal, just where everybody else publishes. And if the editors agree, and if the referees who look at it say, we haven't found any really big mistakes, then it gets published. One guy in our community who's infamous for getting up at noon and 1 in the afternoon, and we say, well, that's because he's in astronomy and he does a lot of observing, which is true. Of course, his thesis was actually observing the sun. Originally. Observing the sun. Originally. Observing the sun. Originally.